Warriors, happy Thanksgiving. Let's really talk about Thanksgiving. I'm not here to preach. I just want to share a couple of thoughts on this, the gateway, the kickoff to the 2022 holiday season. I think each and every one of us should simply think about what we're thankful for, that we have so much more than so many other people have. What is the true meaning of Thanksgiving? Giving thanks, being thankful for our bountiful harvest, also being thankful for good things that happened to us over the past year. I'm thinking about we should talk to our children about gratitude, what that means. We can all do something. We must all do something in this new environment, this new world we live in. We can no longer sit back and do nothing. And I'm very concerned for the children, our youth, our teens, people under 30 as a whole. I talk to a lot of kids. I go into a lot of schools. I talk to a lot of educators and parents and grandparents and children and all of us who have been so overwhelmed over the past couple of years have to refocus, regroup, and step it back. And I want us to teach the kids gratitude about giving of themselves to others, just a little bit, because every little bit counts. So on this Thanksgiving Eve, this is when I'm recording it. I don't know when you'll watch it. I want us to really think about that word gratitude and giving thanks and how lucky we are. And we at the Warriors are very thankful. We are thankful for you, for listening, following on YouTube, signing up for our newsletter. And please do, a new one went out today. It goes out every Wednesday. Go to lynswarriors.org, scroll down on the right side. It says e-newsletter. So we're thankful for all of you for sharing, for tuning in, for listening, comments. You can always email me if you have any questions, lynn@lynswarriors.org. We're thankful also for all the survivors and survivor leaders that are in the movement with human trafficking and sexual exploitation. I will remind you that I'm now calling human trafficking slavery, human slavery. I think it's much more descriptive because more people are enslaved today in the United States than any other time in history. So I am thankful because without their voices, their brave voices, without them sharing their lives, without them just being after the horrendous things they've all been through, and everybody has a different story. I couldn't do any of my work because I haven't been trafficked. I haven't been exploited in that fashion at all. So I need them to continue learning and doing. And to all our partner organizations that we empower each other, we share information, we take actions and initiatives. I'm thankful for all of you, but mostly all of you watching this, your donations, your volunteering, just your listening, because we must keep talking about this human trafficking, this enslavement, this sexual exploitation. Why, just today, I'm sure most of you saw it in the last couple of days, there's been this breaking story from the global fashion brand, Balenciaga, where they used children in their spring 2023 campaign. And in this campaign, the children were posed with teddy bears that were in bondage outfits, and one had chains around its neck. And, a partner of mine, she sent this to me right away before it really even broke, when it was first bubbling up, surfacing. And of course, anything that sexualizes children to adults, we know is criminal, we know is wrong. Are they pushing the envelope? Are they seeing how far they can get? Of course they are, because there is a war on for our children. Children are today's currency. And a lot has been swept under the rug, all during this pandemic. Now coming out of it, anything is going. Don't you feel like anything goes? So right away, my question, having dealt in the past with my career, working directly with advertising agencies, okay, first step with this campaign, instead of everybody, which I noticed in the last 48 hours, jumping on the bandwagon. Remember, everybody wants clicks and likes and be part of the gang. Nobody was questioning. I was from the very beginning. No, the parents that allow the children to model like this: the modeling agency, the advertising agency, which consists of editors and copywriters and uh, all of that jazz, and the fashion house Balenciaga itself, because today they announced they're doing a full investigation and they're holding the photographer criminally responsible or something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but you get the gist. No, it starts with everybody and at the top. Because my experience with ad agencies, and I've done a lot of work in the past, they sign off on every little thing. Nothing is done behind their backs. Photographers are a hired hand. They don't have the final say in a fashion campaign, please. Balenciaga. So while everybody's talking about them, I want to talk more about everybody else complicit with this. We're not talking enough about that. We're also not talking enough about ending demand, about holding those accountable who buy sex from our children, who trade these images, child sexual abuse material, used to be called child porn. I don't like to say that, but that's how everybody recognizes it. Buy this, trade the files. So let's start. Let's reel it in. Let's take care of our kids. Let's go into this holiday season with hearts full of gratitude and thanks, and teach our children the same thing. I was doing my weekly radio program today on WVOX, and I was in a store before I went into the studio, and a supermarket type store, picking up a few last minute goodies for the big day tomorrow. And there were a group of 6 boys, and I would say they were around 13 and 14. Screaming, yelling, running throughout the store. Come on. Too old for that. Wrecking havoc. I guess today was a half day at school. Maybe they were off from a private school. But I was thinking, wow, there's so much need out there. Whether it's nursing homes or, there's just so much that we can all do. And we need to do it. So gratitude is the word of the warriors. And we are so grateful again for you. So wishing you and your families a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. May it be peaceful and tranquil. And may we kick off into the holiday season really, really loving each other and passing that on and passing it forward and doing something for somebody else. Thank you.